Hello everybody. My name is Noel, and I wanted to share a story that I wrote a long time ago. It's called One Soul. I see an old man. He's very old. 1,000 times he has passed my vision, but I've never really seen him until today. He's frail. All of his movements are movements of struggle. He gasps for breath. He fights for the right to live one more day. I say to him, "Hey Pops, what's going on?" And he grunts in reply, "Hey boy." And from that grunt a light shines, for I'm but a child in his eyes. I see my grandfather in his presence, stubborn and ornery, yet there was something about my grandfather's tough exterior that would melt away when the warm hearts of children would seek to embrace him. A beacon of light would shine through the woolly mammoth of an old man's soul and touch the secret lives of children. As a weathered hand would pat our heads, the other, with a grunt and a nod, would send us in search of the sweet rewards of the candy jar. What is it about the very young and the very old that they can shine with the essence of true being, unafraid of the opinions of others, and unafraid to show the warmth of their kind hearts? I'm tired of the superficialities we use to lock others out of our lives. It is bred into us, into every aspect of our being. It takes years to master, and only leaves us when we are very, very old. "Nice weather we're having, isn't it?" someone might say. And I want to scream in reply, "Yes!" And I am afraid to get to know you, too. I am afraid to let you get to know me. It is in the pain of past experiences that we slowly shut ourselves off from the love and grace of the hearts of others, in the fear that, by making ourselves vulnerable, we will enable those we allow into our secret lives, into our hearts, to take advantage of our tender souls, to betray our trust, to hurt us. And so it seems easier to lock out the world and live isolated within the chambers of our own imprisoned hearts, to lock out the world behind a wall of superficialities. Will we wait until our very last days to tear down our walls and let in those like us who are longing to be loved? Why is it that little children and those who are so near death are the only ones who can see the light of others so clearly? And why is it only they who can shine their light so easily? Is it because the very young haven't had time to practice the art of hardening hearts and building walls? Is it because the very old have grown tired of defending themselves? Have time and deterioration torn down their walls? Or is it because the young and the old alike are both so close to either end of the spectrum of life that they can hear God cry, "The walls are an illusion. We are all one soul"? The young try and teach us this lesson through their open playfulness and the ease with which they hug and are held. The old try and teach us through the pleasure of a kind smile and the outreaching of a gentle hand. Neither have the ability to explain what they know. The young lack the vocabulary, but they also lack even the beginnings of the idea that life could ever be different than it is at that very moment when God bestows all His grace upon them. And the old are so new to this incoming grace that they haven't had time to put their newfound knowledge into words. It is like a soft sigh which they've waited to welcome since life began. They are content to bask in the enjoyment of this newfound wonder. Many throughout the ages have sought to bring us this knowledge, but we, being locked within the inner recesses of darkness, have been unable to hear what they've been saying. Tear down your walls, and you'll see they're an illusion. Tear down your walls, and you will see we are all one soul. Thank you.